This is a video that I've been wanting to make for quite a while, so many months, so many years, but I never knew what words to describe this feeling. But right now, I think I know exactly what I want to say when it comes to this video. And that is, I feel like being a K-pop fan feels like a chore. And I'm not talking about, oh, I feel like I need to stream constantly, watch all of their content, etc. Because I know for a fact that I can tune that out if I do not need to watch these stuff. The problem is that when I first got into K-pop, I thought the fandom was cool. The fandom, it was like a space for me to be myself. I got into K-pop through fan fiction. I was into all of that fan fiction stories, all of that stuff. I came into K-pop when people were able to be carefree, people were able to have fun, people were able to have crushes on K-pop idols and nobody would bat an eye. Now, it just feels like you're not allowed to do anything of the sort. Otherwise, you would get harassed, you would get mocked, you would get ridiculed, or even worse, you might get doxxed because you're seen as cringe. And based on the last years that I've been a fan, I've been feeling less and less safe being a K-pop fan. I was targeted for harassment so many times to the point where there were times where I just didn't want to be a fan anymore. I didn't want to be a fan of K-pop. And every single time I tried to tell my story, people like to make it seem like I'm the weird one and that I am complaining over something that is not a big deal. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing too much when I know for a fact that I am not doing too much. I don't know if that's a weird thing to say, but this is how I feel. Sometimes I feel like I'm not able to go on social media and be myself because I feel like I have to constantly tell people that I am joking. I don't mean the things that I say. All of the things that I talk about wanting to marry K-pop idol, they're obviously jokes. And if it was 10 years ago, people were able to see that. Everybody were all in with the joke. That simple joke is enough for you to lose your friends, lose the very people that you would talk to every single day. All of the messages that you guys shared, the streaks will just all of a sudden go dark and eventually non-existent because they don't want to talk to you no more and they block you. It will say account not found. I experienced this so many times to the point where I feel like I wasn't meant to be a K-pop fan in this generation. Every single time I try to reason with people, I'm always the problem. And I'm just tired. All I want is just to be a fan in peace, especially in a way that I want to. I feel like I'm just a shadow of other people's expectations of how they want fans to be, rather than me being a fan. When I first got into K-pop, it was through fan fictions, and I enjoyed reading and writing fan fictions. But lately, I feel pressure to stop doing all of that stuff because it was seen as uncool. It wasn't seen as something that people are proud of, people are appreciative of. Now all of a sudden, it's seen as this cringy thing that if you do, you're a horrible person. I have to be careful with what I say. Otherwise, people see me as this cringy person, and I could risk having my life destroyed over being cringe online. So don't ever tell me that my feelings are not justified just because you don't appreciate my viewpoint. Because all I'm saying is that I don't feel safe being a K-pop fan in 2025. And nor did I ever did the whole time I've been a fan since 2019. And I hate the fact that it has come to this. But I know for a fact that K-pop will never change. The K-pop fandom has moved on and I'm left behind. And what can I do? I just have to go forward. But I wouldn't like it.